Good evening, Breaking Reality. How are you doing tonight? It's Monday. It's also my birthday week. It's gonna be a good week, Pete. We out here to have a little fun, do a little readings, gonna kick back, gonna chill. Gonna do those things that we do on Mondays. Gonna read some cards, gonna laugh, gonna joke, gonna live. Live, laugh, and read cards, right? So, I hope everybody is having a good day today. Hope everyone is having an amazing night. If you are here, pop on in, say hello. Let me know you're here. We'll share the link around a few places. Hey, Abigail, how you doing tonight? How are you doing tonight, Abigail? Doing okay? Good to hear. I'm good. I was tired earlier. I had to lay down and take a nap. I didn't sleep very well last night, and my dad hit me up this morning. We took off, done a bunch of running. I went and got my driver's license renewed and the tags on my van renewed for the next year and everything. Got all that stuff taken care of. All those fun things you got to do for your birthday, Or the state's like, oh yeah, hey, happy birthday. By the way, give us money. Sweet. Luckily, though, it was not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. I was seriously thinking it was going to be $100 or more. It ended up being under 70, so I was surprised. I'm trying to figure out where I put my incense or my Palo Santo. I know I've got some in here. Palo Santo. Oh yeah, it's always fun. Always fun. Especially when they're like, oh hey, happy birthday. The state of Ohio wants this much money from you just so you can still be on the road and be able to drive legally. I usually don't go until the day of, because the day of my birthday is when I get paid. We went down today and Dad's like, oh, it's going to give you money for your birthday. So why don't we just go ahead and I'll just do that instead. And I'm like, okay. So we went down, we got that taken care of, and then went out to eat. Same little diner Dad always wants to go to. It's not bad, but it's not, it's not right home. And, it's like, oh man, you guys came to visit? We got to go try this place. Can't leave until you have that. It's not that kind of place. But not bad. I mean, good food. Had a burger there. I just wish they'd do their burger patties. They say homemade patties. But and they are homemade patties. They make them homemade. But whoever makes their patties makes them way too small. They're super thick, and it's almost just like someone just took a ball of meat and here. Hey kid, how you doing, buddy? Got some Palo Santo going. So how is everybody doing tonight? if anybody is interested, I am doing readings tonight. It is my birthday week, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do this week. I have absolutely no clue what I'm going to do for my birthday yet. Oh, nice. Playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Nice. I recently, like a few months back, bought Dawn of Ragnarok for that, and still haven't finished it out. Like, I'm almost through it. But I almost 100% completed all of that game. And I don't know. I put it down and haven't went back to it yet. I just got busy with other stuff. I like it, though. It's a fun game. I don't know. It's really the only that one and Odyssey are the really only Assassin's Creed games I've really gotten into. Like, I've tried with some of the other ones, but I get, I have an astigmatism. So, I got a really bad astigmatism in my right eye. So, depending on how stuff moves on screen, sometimes it messes with me. And like some ways, the camera and stuff and the game engine, everything, it'll mess with me and make me sick and nauseous and I can't play. So I hadn't been able to play many of the Assassin's Creed games because of that. Like, tried Black Flag, couldn't do it. But Valhalla, they changed some stuff up and I really liked Valhalla. They even changed some stuff up with Odyssey. And I was able to play through a lot of it. Really liked it. I didn't complete Odyssey, and I didn't play through all the DLC because they've got some of the stuff that goes into Atlantis and stuff like that. And I really want to play that, but I need to finish it out. But I don't even have it loaded up on my computer right now. The main game that I'm playing when I do play video games is 7 Days to Die. I am a sandbox survival kind of person when it comes to video games. I like those games where you have to get out there and just live. But, so, if anybody's interested in a reading, though, let me know. I'll pull some cards tonight. Other than that, I'm just going to hang out and chill. Share this around a couple of the other groups. Share and Mystic Witch live. But yeah. So where are you at in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ken? I don't want to give away any spoilers because like there's some cool stuff in the game. So like depending on where you're at, I don't want to say anything. I do have to say my favorite DLC was the Wrath of the Druids one. And originally I thought it was going to be awful. I thought they was going to make Druids out to be like these evil things and all this bad stuff. Nah, they really done some good stuff with that. I liked it. I actually had a lot of fun playing that DLC specifically. I thought it was really, really good. Really well done. But yeah, anybody wants a reading, let me know. If anyone wants to just chit chat about anything, let me know. You already beat everything, but just like replaying it because it's enjoyable. Oh yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in there. I gotta say, the one thing I wasn't like hands down like thrilled with, crazy about was the River Raid stuff, because that was just, I don't know, it just seemed really monotonous. Like, you could have added that stuff into the game instead of making it its own little like separate ordeal. It was like I don't know, I just, that was the only part of it that I really didn't didn't like, and how they put like that St. George armor back in, all that stuff. But like, I also got to say, once I got Odin's spear, and then I got, I think it was from the Wrath of the Druids expansion, that demon spear that you get off of the one druid. Man, once I had those two spears and I was dual wielding those, it was hands down game over. It was too easy after that. It was just like, all right, I don't have to sneak into anything. I walk into the middle of a room full of people and go, hey guys, look, big spears, are y'all dead? The game just got too easy. That, and I was rocking Thor's, I was rocking all of Thor's armor, and yeah, it was just nuts. But I had fun playing it. I love some of the myth that they brought into it, and how they brought in some of the different things with it. It was a blast. But there's also, like I said, there was just a point in the game where it got to where it was just like, oh, I got this and this and this. Easy mode engaged. So what do you guys got going on besides Ken playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Read anything interesting? Watch anything interesting? Any good things on any kind of spirituality or metaphysics or mysticism? Anybody check out lately that's really interesting? Just working more on some of my trainings. I've been working on the house, focusing more on the house in my trainings right now. Just getting everything cleared and cleaned and removing stuff from the house that I just don't need here. Couple of people in my life decided to make it abundantly clear where they stood in my life, and so I'm making it abundantly clear that they don't have a place in my life anymore. So I've been getting rid of some of the stuff that was tied into them and stuff, getting rid of things. And yeah, I don't know. It's just good. You haven't had the chance to read what you sent. It's been hard to read on your phone. Oh, the books and stuff that I sent. Yeah, I see. I'm very much like a physical hard copy like person. Like I've got a whole stash of books next to me. Not to mention I've got a whole bookshelf out in the front room full of stuff, and there's other books floating all around. Like one of them that stays at my desk is Runelore. Hey, Julene, how you doing? Tiffany just messaged me. She's crashed out. She had a rough day with some of her treatments and stuff, so she's doing her thing. She's just resting. So she messaged me. But yeah, like I keep a lot of physical copy books around. Like, you know, I've got, of course, spell candles. You feel good? Good. But like, gotta have a copy of the 4 Agreements. I also believe every woman and most men should read Women Who Run with the Wolves. This is a great book. Great book. Let's see. We're just going to go through my books that I have next to me. So I've also got The Dreamcatcher, A Grieving Mother's Journal Towards Joy. This book was actually suggested by Mary Taliano, who is the death doula that you will see on the show at different times. And I'm also going through her self-study course to be a death doula through the Anam Cara Academy. And this is a book that a friend of hers wrote. She had lost her teenage son. And here's a picture of the mother and her boy on the back. But it's talks about the mothers going through grief into joy and that whole process. Hey, Jazzy, how are you doing? Well, welcome. How are you doing? Glad to have you here with us tonight. But yeah, those are a couple of the books that I've got. I've also got Deepak's The Path to Love. Great book. Amazing book. And then, of course, you got to have some of the Pagan Portal series. I love these Pagan Portal books. These books are small, thin, lots of good content. If you're looking for a good series of books, Pagan Portals and Shamanic Pathways, those books are amazing series. They got different topics on all kinds of stuff. I own several. Where's that other one? I might have taken it out to the other room. I've got a copy of the Pagan Portals book on, let's see, it's not down here. Nope. I got a copy of the Pagan Portals book on Bridget, which I'm going to be sending to Tiff because it's one of the goddesses that she works with, and it's an amazing little book. I love it. I was going to see if I had it sitting over here. I was going to show it off. Because it's like I said, I really like that Pagan Portal series. It's got a lot of good teachings in it. A lot of good information in there. So if you're really just starting to get into learning your craft, starting to get into learning different things, and you're looking for a good series of books that will help out on things, like I said, the Pagan Portals, the Shamanic Pathways, really enjoy those books. Really, really enjoy those. Good teaching books. Oh, I must have taken that other one back out to the front room because I do not see it back here. I, however, do have both of the Reiki books that Tiff sent me for my Reiki training, which I'm currently in the process of reading. We'll just hide that book. Not that it's a bad book. Working with Spirits, a guide to magic in the world of spirits, has all kinds of great stuff in here. Invocations, everything. But also, this is a book that I think if people don't really know what they're doing, picking this up and messing around with this book could be a little dangerous because you are calling on some energies and some stuff that if you don't know what you're doing with, messing with this is, you got to be careful. And I tell you what, I picked this book up over at the library for 10 cents on a book sale. Heck yeah. I like this. Like, Facts on File, Library of Religion and Mythology. I would love to have this whole, if there's a series on this, I'd love to have this whole series. But like, this book is so great because it just pulls up like random gods and goddesses. It's just in there by alphabet. And yeah. It just gives a little description about them, tells a little bit about them. Quite interesting book. Loved it. Best 10 cents I've ever spent. But how is everybody doing? Anybody want to get a reading? Actually, Jolene, if you want a reading tonight, I actually owe you some readings. So let me know if you want a reading tonight, Joe. Didn't mean to post that with the link to the actual video up there, but hey, you can take that and share it around with people if you want. You want a reading? Let me pull some cards for you. And then this book right here is one of my most valued books in my whole collection. I've given away multiple copies of this. I do have a source on being able to get a hold of some others straight from the author himself. But this book is like damn near impossible to find. And I do plan on buying a couple of copies from Jason, and I will probably be giving them away as giveaways on the channel at some point in time. And just handing out some of his gifts to like dear friends and stuff. But I'm going to pick up a few copies of this from Jason here real soon. But this book has just some absolutely amazing stuff in it. Transformation, validation, relationships, and life. Jason wrote this book. I got this book back when I was going through, first printing was in 95. I got this book in like the late 90s, early 2000s when I was going through a rough time. A friend sent me a copy of it. And I tell you what, I read this book from cover to cover, and it's just a bunch of short little stories, little quips, little, notes and stuff. But like, here's one of them he calls a river wisdom. It says, personal wisdom can be demonstrated by not chasing the butterfly of love out over the edge of a cliff. Here's another river wisdom. A job. Getting out of bed before we choose so we can go somewhere we don't wish to go. Having to do something we don't want to do so we can be paid half of what we can't live on anyways. And I like this one. He adds in quotes from some other people. This one is from Rod Machado. It says, the length of a minute can depend on which side of the bathroom door you happen to be on. I thought that one was funny. Look at all this smoke just wafting back here. It's just hanging. It's from the Palo Santo. Gives this weird kind of mystical, magical kind of vibe in the background. All right, let's get some cards pulled for Joe. Hi, Jolene. How you doing tonight? I know you said you're feeling good. I know you said you got some plans for tomorrow. One of my friends said that they sent me some stuff out for my birthday. It's supposed to be here on Friday. I have no clue what it is. I'm so excited. Looking forward to it. And I've also decided any money I make from tonight's live is just going right into my birthday for whatever I want to do. I'm going to go out to eat, going to go do something. Thinking about, there's this little place over here by us. Thinking about maybe going to Terry's for lunch on Thursday and maybe going and getting one of their crazy ass milkshakes. Because they do like these milkshakes, which are like a nice size milkshake, but then they put like slice of cake and like all kinds of other crazy shit on there, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's nuts. Let me see if I can find Terry's and I'll share the screen. Because this stuff is crazy. I probably won't be able to finish one of them either, but I've never had one. I've never been over to Terry's, and I'm thinking I'm going to go over to Terry's for my birthday. So let me see. Let me find a picture of one of their shakes, and then I'll put this up on the screen. So they do all kinds of crazy stuff. Here we go. Let's see. Share screen. There we go. Like, look at that. This is one of their crazy shakes. This is like their unicorn shake. So, yeah. And they serve them on a plate because there's so much stuff on them. They're going to drip, make a mess. The stuff's going everywhere. Like, you got to have something underneath it. craziness. And those shakes are $10, I think. So like, I'm thinking a shake and like, I don't know, like a burger and some fries or pizza or something. I don't know. Who knows? But then I think that evening, I've been wanting to make something that I want. And I've been waiting to have people over to do so, but I don't know if anyone's going to come over or not. So I'm going to fix what I want. But I think I'm going to make my shepherd's pie. Because I make killer shepherd's pie. It's awesome. But yeah, look at that milkshake. That's insane. Cotton candy, all this stuff. Like, those are marshmallows from Lucky Charms. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. It's insane. They're nuts. But I think I'm going to make my shepherd's pie, but instead of doing the mashed potatoes, like I typically do, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like a twice baked potato. And so I'm going to get some nice big baking potatoes, and I'm going to cut the top off. I'm going to bake them, scoop out the inside, take that, make that into the mashed potatoes, like bake them partially, not fully all the way. Bake them partially, scoop that out, make that into the mashed potatoes, and then stuff them with the mixture of, the meat and the sauce and all the veggies and all the yum. And then cover that with the mashed potatoes, put them back in the oven, bake them off. Going to be bomb. Been wanting to do that for a while. So I think I might do that this weekend. I think I might do that for my birthday. I'm either going to do that Thursday night for dinner, or I might do that one day this weekend. That's going to be my big birthday meal. Even though I do have to follow a tradition, I got to get Tanner a steak. I always give Tanner a little cube steak every year on my birthday. All right. I need to start pulling cards for Julian. I'm sitting here just rambling, talking. Now I'm hungry. Ooh. You got some good cards coming out, Julian. I hear Terry's has really good pizza too. What do you suggest over at Terry's, Julie? Anything over there that's just like gotta have? It's absolutely amazing. Their pickle pizza. Now, I had Roscoe's pickle pizza. Is their pickle pizza better than Roscoe's? Roscoe's was an expensive pickle pizza. All right, Jolene, I've got cards here for you. So let's run through the cards and then I'll start the reading. The first card I got is Diving for Light. Second card is What Do You Feel? The third card is Sacred Fool. Third card is She Feels, She Knows. Next card is Focus on the Light. You've got Receiving. And then what is already with you? What? Wow, that was a big ding all over. Let me mute my phone. I thought I'd already done that. There we go. Alrighty. All right. Phone is muted. So the first card is diving for the light. You're already intrigued. One of the things about this card is diving for the light. This calls for you to dive to find that light, to go deep to find it. Now, one of the things about that light is that light's not gone. It's not hidden. It's there. It's just covered up. And so what happens is, through all the years, with all the crap that you get fed, all those beliefs, all those things people say about you, all the people's other belief systems that they try to push in on you, and everything else. Hey, Juan, it's my birthday this week too, man. So I'm doing some readings. We'll talk here in just a minute. Let me get through this reading. But the thing is, that light's not gone. It's just hidden and covered up by all that other crap, like people's judgments of you, people's opinions, belief systems that's been put on you that don't fit you, beliefs that you've held yourself that no longer apply to you. And those things that you're still holding onto can cover up and hide that light and allow you to keep shining that true light of yours. So you need to start working on uncovering those things. And the process of doing that is, what do you feel? What things do you feel no longer fit? What things do you feel just don't resonate with your life anymore? And the things that do resonate with your life, dive into them. Go for them. Seek them out. Chase them. Those things that you're seeking are going to want you as well. So just realize, as you're feeling things, as you're figuring out what it is that you want in your life, what you don't want in your life, look for those things that want you in your life. Look for those things that feel like they resonate. Look for those things that feel like you'll get that aha, you'll get that epiphany moment. There's a moment that this is right because it resonates, and it resonates because of the feelings that you're getting, and it's just not, some crazy whim. The next card you got is the Sacred Fool. This card, I absolutely love the Sacred Fool in anything. The Fool card is amazing. And a lot of people are like, oh, the Fool. Ugh, the Fool. No, the Fool. The Fool. The Fool knows they're a fool. They're playing a role. The Fool knows that the role of the Fool is to entertain, to be there. But the other thing is, the Fool is always on an adventure. They're always seeking something. They're always on this grand adventure. And the Sacred Fool describes the energy of this card. The best way I can describe the energy of the Sacred Fool, it's this grand adventure, this wanderlust, this looking for excitement, looking for something that's out there outside of yourself. One of the ways that I best describe this card is, think of The Hobbit and the very first Hobbit movie, when they come and they offer Bilbo to go on the adventure with them, and he's like, no, get out of my house, crazy guys, come in here, crazy night of a bunch of dwarves and this wizard all hanging out in my house. And then the next morning you see him running off with the contract all ready to go, and he's all excited, and he's running through the field and just big old smile on his face, and just that is the energy of the Sacred Fool. That kind of excitement, that kind of energy going into a new adventure, into a new ordeal, into something that you're looking for. And that's that energy that you've got right now. We talk about this with the way that you come to me with a lot of your questions and stuff as you're going through your new journey, and you're picking things out and stuff. And it's great. Keep that energy. That energy is going to drive that adventure. It's going to drive that journey. Keep that wanderlust. Keep asking those questions. Keep seeking. Keep looking. Keep learning. Take in everything you can. It doesn't mean you have to deep dive in everything out there, because then you can start to overtax yourself. But it's also one of those things that's when I first really started down my path, I like looked into a bunch of different like things and different modalities and like different, trying to find out what I was really drawn to. And like why I like astrology. Astrology is not my strong point. So I don't necessarily stick in astrology a whole lot. I know enough, I know some. I still study, I still learn a little bit. There's people that deep dive rabbit holes into astrology. And so when I need astrological questions, I go to them. When I have astrology stuff, I go to them. And so, you find out what it is that's really, really that niche and dive down into it and have fun. But don't feel that you have to find that niche right away. Take some time. It took me years and years and years. I worked with tarot, worked with oracle, worked with runes, and I've done this over years and years and years before I actually started getting to this point. Because it just took me a while to find it. The next card you've got is She Feels and She Knows. And yes, this card says that you have felt the heartaches, you have felt the pain, you have felt the trauma, you felt the all of that. You felt it all, but you also know what it's like to endure that. You know what it's like to go through that, so you don't desire for others to go through that. But you've also learned from those experiences. You're taking those experiences and you're integrating those things into your life. You're learning those lessons. You're learning all these different things that you need to learn from all those experiences. Our trauma isn't there just to go have fun, kick the crap out of you, haha. There's lessons to be learned in our traumas. And if we don't learn those lessons, we're probably going to end up repeating those lessons in some other way, shape, or form. Hopefully not as severe as what initially caused all the trauma issues, but we continue on spirals and on patterns and on cycles until we learn these things. So the sooner we learn these things, sooner that we learn what we need to learn so we can break those cycles, so we can get out of those cycles, so we can move beyond those and start in on what else we need to learn, is a big step. Now, with that said, a lot of times we can get focused in on the past and get focused in on all the bad and all the negative and all the crap that we've went through. And that's detrimental. You need to stay focused in on the light. You need to stay focused in on what it is that you're doing, where you're going, and the positive things in your life. Stay focused in on that. You've got a lot of good things going on. You've got, just don't allow the negativity, don't allow the darkness, don't allow other people's opinions, don't allow other people's thoughts on what it is that you're doing for you. Focus in on the good, focus in on the positive, focus in on what is best for you. The next card you got is Receiving. You have a lot of gifts and a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that you're in the process of receiving. You have a lot of good, positive things coming in. Spirit's got lots of things that they have for you. And this is teachings, this is knowledge, this is wisdom. And you're going through the process of learning it. You're sitting with it. You're taking that time with it. You're receiving it. Take that time to take it in. But remember that it's not just sitting down and listening to something or listening to someone talk or listening to a reading like this. What you got to do is you have to take the information you receive and then integrate that into your everyday life. Otherwise, it does no good. This picture here really reminds me, like the way she's holding the cup, the little cup that she's drinking from, reminds me of taking ayahuasca, an ayahuasca ceremony, something I've done before. And in that, you take this medicine, you drink it, and it's very powerful medicine, and you've got to be prepared to receive what it's going to give you. Now, that's only part of it. The biggest part of any ceremony like that is what you do after the ceremony, the integration work, and that's where you're at. That's where you need to be focusing as you're taking these things in and you get stuff that really, really resonates with you. You need to start in on the integrating these things into your daily life, into your daily practices. And as you do that, you're going to find out everything you need is what is already with you. You have absolutely everything you need within you. you're just like these external sources that we get that gives us this aha moment, like say picking up a book and reading through, and you read a paragraph and you're like, oh, that resonates, that hit home. That's, you get that epiphany moment. That's already in you, and what you're doing is you're remembering that information when you come across it again. When you come across something again that you've not seen in this lifetime, it's your soul going, ooh, I remember that. I remember when we read that the first time. That was awesome. Or I remember when we learned that teaching. It was epic. Or, ooh, I was there when that was written. You may have been. Shoot, you might have written it in a past life. Who knows? You might have had that epiphany and went, oh man, I need to share this with someone else. This is going to be some good stuff. So everything that you need is already in you. You've got it right there. What is already with you? It's there. So Jolene, just keep on the path that you're going. You're down a beautiful path. You're going through a lot of discovery right now on this journey, and keep that childlike wonder. Keep that wanderlust. Keep that desire to look into different things, and don't sway from that. You're in a good spot right now. I like where you're at. I like hearing where you're at on your journey. I think this journey is going to be a beautiful, beautiful journey for you. It's going to be lots of fun. And there's going to be lots for you to learn. And I think you're going to sit back one day and you're going to be like, oh man, that was so wild. But don't do what so many people do. And they're like, oh man, I wish I had started doing that, 10 years ago. Nah, the time is now. 10 years ago, you wouldn't have got what you needed out of it. You had to go through everything you went through. The time is now. Oh, done got you all emotional? Oh. You've got this. You've got this. Just shuffling up cards. You got any questions, Jolene? It is. It's your time. Ooh, cards are going everywhere. Juan, you still there, man? I'm going to hit you up with a reading for your birthday, bro. I got you. And what are you barking at, little man? Oh, absolutely. You can rewatch and message me later. You know how to get a hold of me. And if not, I'll probably be at Terry's at some point in time Thursday afternoon. All right, Juan. Let's roll through your cards tonight, my friend. And happy birthday. So your first card is Against the Grain. Your second card is Defend to the End the Worthwhile. Dream a Beautiful Dream is your next card. If I can hold on to it and not drop it. Give me a second. The next card is After the Storm. Then you have Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Live. The receiving card came up again. And Collaborative Dreaming. So, pretty good layout here. Your first card, 1, is Against the Grain. This card calls for you to go against the grain. Don't do things like everyone else does. If everyone is jumping off a bridge, don't go jump off the bridge. Let them go do what they do, and you go do what you need to, because you are not like everyone else. You don't need to be following everyone else. You don't need to be doing what they're doing. You need to be doing what you need to be doing. And so for that, you've got to go against the grain. Like if you look, she's swimming underwater and there's birds flying underwater. That's not normal. That's going against the grain. So go against the grain. Don't go with the flow. Push those boundaries. Be you. Dance to the beat of your own drum. Don't let someone else beat that drum. It's your drum. You dance to it how you want to, and you're the one playing the drum. Don't let other people take control of that. You have got to go your own path, your own way. Don't allow others to control that way that you are going to go. If your heart says go left, but everyone is telling you go right, then go left. If your heart says go right and everyone else is saying go right, then go right if that's really where your heart's telling you to go. But don't go right just because everybody's telling you to go that way. Go right because it's what speaks to you. Do it because it's what resonates with you. Don't do things just because people say, oh, well, hey, everybody's going out and seeing the Barbie movie right now. Go out and see the Barbie movie if you want to, but don't go do it because everybody else is out going and seeing it. I'm not going to go see the Barbie movie. If I'm going to go see any movie, I'm going to see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie when it comes out, like in 2 days. That's if I'm going to go see a movie. I hardly ever go to the theater and see movies. But just saying, that's a big thing out there everyone's doing right now. But just because everyone's doing that doesn't mean you have to go do it. If you don't want to, don't do it, and don't feel any obligation to go do it, Just using that as an example. So the next card you got is Defend to the End the Worthwhile. And anything that is worthy is worth defending. So there are things in your life, and I think this card actually kind of ties in with this one, because when these two cards dropped, they had a very strong tie that these two were tied in together. And that next card is Dream a Beautiful Dream. And I think what you need to be defending is this dream that you're trying to dream. You have a goal, you have a desire, you have something that you're working on, and it needs defended, it needs protected. There's people telling you can't do this, you won't do it. You just, why are you even looking at that? Whatever it is, tell those people to shut up and get out of your way, because you'll be busy making things happen and doing things while they're still sitting there saying, oh, he won't be able to do this. You need to just tell people to shut up, get out of your way, and watch what you're going to do and make those things happen. You got this dream? Don't let people tell you that dream is, you got this dream. Don't let people tell you that dream is too small or too big or whatever it is. It's one of those things that it's okay. An example. I was telling a friend about a vision of mine the other day. Not too long ago, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. I was telling a friend about a vision of mine. And they told me, they said, well, where do you think you're going to get all the money to do this? This is a lot of money. And I told them, I said, shut up. I said, I'm not even worried about that part yet. I said, I'm not even to that aspect of it. All I am doing right now is I'm working on the visualization and the planning part. I'm laying out the goals, the ideas, the dream. I'm laying this out, and do not make me small. Do not try to put me in a box. Do not try to make me little. Do not try to minimize my dream or my vision or my goal, because the moment you do that, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to take it to a whole different level. I will not be made small. I will not be made tame. I will not do things just because someone says, oh, well, how are you going to do this? Tell you what, I'm going to go against the grain. Why don't you sit down, shut up, and watch why I go do things? One, you need to have that same kind of attitude, man. Don't let people tell you you can't do things. Defend to the end that dream that you've got. You've got a dream, you've got a goal, you've got a vision. Chase it. Don't let anyone stop you from getting that goal, that dream. Go for it. If your desire is to, I don't know what it is. Say your desire is to write a book. If your desire is to act, then act. Get into working community theater. Go into taking lessons. Whatever it is, just go for it. Chase that dream. Chase that goal. Don't let people make you small at all for any reason whatsoever. And if they try to show them how big you can be. You don't have to have physical size. You don't have to be like me. I'm 6'7". You don't have to be giant like me to make a big imposing force. Just walk in and say, hey man, I'm here. This is what I'm going to do. This is my dream. This is my vision. Watch me put the legwork into making it happen. And while all those other people might be sitting there being like, oh, hey, whatever. Okay, let's go back to guys let's go back to some famous people, like guys like Eminem and stuff, like when they were coming up through the rap scene and stuff. I imagine he probably had hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people telling him, said, dude, why are you doing this? You're never going to make it. You're never going to be anything. You're just a white boy from Detroit who thinks he can throw a few bars out there. Now look at him. He made his money. He came out, he done his thing. He took the world by storm. And that's because he didn't let anyone make him small. And whenever they did, he fought back and he showed them how big he was. And he done it by proving things, by chasing his dream. The next card you got is After the Storm. There's some storms going on. We all have storms in our life, and I imagine you've had more than your share too, man. We all do. But this is calling for after the storm. This is calling for the peace and the calm that comes after the storm. This calls for where you're picking up the pieces and everything's starting to settle back down. And just think about that moment that after the storm goes, like say you got a bad storm coming through and it's crazy, the wind's blowing and it's just crazy rains, hail, wind, just horrible storm. And then all that passes and everything clears out and the air smells so nice and clean. Everything's got this beautiful refreshing feel to it. That after the storm is where you're getting ready to be. You're coming out of the storms. You're getting ready to go into that after the storm phase where all that turmoil is starting to die down and you're going to go into that peace and that calm. But that's not a time to be complacent in that peace and calm. Don't get complacent. All right. You're not to stop there. That peace and calm is the storm's dying down. Doesn't mean it's time for you to die down. It's time for you to step up as that storm dies down. And that continues grabbing that vision, chasing that dream, taking that forward. Release the dark wounds and let love live. And this can be, that storm might have had some wounds and stuff in there that hurt. Might be bad relationship, might be issues with family. I don't know what it is there, but there's some wounds that have hurt you. And in order for you to continue on and to continue thriving and to build that dream, you're going to have to let these things go. You're going to have to let these things go, and you're going to have to let love step in, because when these wounds are there and you're holding those resentments and you're angry and you're bitter, that stuff blocks you off. And trust me, I know, because I've been there, done that. And once I let that crap go, I started seeing things start to flow into my life, starting to see the abundance flow in, starting to see everything that I want in my life starting to come in. Things are just falling into place, here and there. Now, it's not like, okay, I let everything go and everything's now perfect. My world's no. But as you let go of those wounds and you can let love start to move in and take control, love is the act of creation. And so you can't create something without love. No one creates something and it's like, man, I freaking hate this damn thing. Don't even know I'm making this crap. No, if he's doing something like that, you wouldn't do it. An artist doesn't grab a hold of a block of clay and start sculpting clay going, I hate working with clay. Clay's the dumbest thing I've ever messed with. Clay's stupid, and slapping the clay around and treating it like crap and everything. No, they go into it with love. They go into it with care. And then they create something beautiful out of that. Because if you go at it with that anger, that resentment, and that bitterness, you're not going to make anything other than a mess. And all that is just spreading that around. You didn't create anything. You just took what you already had and spread it all around. Now, if you move beyond that and you move into love, then you can work from creation. And from that creation standpoint, then things can really start to fall into place. Which is what that next card is ready for, because as you get things where things can start to fall into place, then you're ready to receive. And you've got to be ready to receive, because sometimes we're not ready to receive things. I've had people that sat there and have said things like, I've been praying for healing. I'm ready to receive a healing and all this. But yet at the same time, while they're sitting there talking about they need healing, they're going out and doing stuff that's destroying their body. While someone's sitting there and saying, I need healing from cancer, you need to get the sugars and you need to alkaline your body. They're sitting there taking things that's making their body acidic, eating tons of sugars, and they're doing nothing but feeding the cancer. They're feeding the problem because they're not ready to receive the healing, because they're not willing to let go of that. You've got to be willing to receive it. You got to be willing to step up and take part of it and be an active part in it as well. It's not just something that's going to magically come down to you. You're not going to be sitting there one day and be like, oh man, I really wish I had $3 million in my bank account right now. And then like Tuesday afternoon at 4:03 a.m., millions of dollars isn't going to magically pop into your bank account. Could happen. More than likely, if it does, something's went wrong. You need to contact your bank and find out what's up. Don't spend the money until you contact your bank and find out what's up. But if you do find out it's legit, hit a homie up, man. But it's one of those things that you've got to put in work to be able to receive things. And so you've got to prepare yourself for being able to receive things. And so you've got to clear things out, and letting go of that dark wound is part of clearing those things out. You can't expect abundance when you're stuck in a mindset of want, need, and you have nothing. When you're sitting there from a standpoint of desolation, you can't be calling in abundance when you're focused on a mindset of desolation. When you're focused on, I don't have anything and the world sucks, you can't expect abundance to come in. You got to come at it from that mind frame of, I'm ready to receive these things. I'm ready to receive these gifts. I'm ready to receive all this stuff. Hey, you know what? A miracle donation like that can come in. Those things happen. A miracle donation like that can come in. But more than likely, what's going to happen, rather than the universe just going, hey, Juan, I'm going to drop $3 million on you just out of the blue for, shits and giggles on a Tuesday morning. It's going to go, Juan, I'm going to give you the opportunity to get things where you can better yourself. You can further your path. You can further your career. You can further your job. You can start making the income that you need to be able to survive and to take care of things and do the things that you need. I'm going to put these things in front of you, but you're going to have to work for them. Because we have to show up and do our part. A lot of times, especially in manifestation, a lot of people will sit there and be like, well, I've been working really hard on manifestation, and I've been trying to manifest this or manifest that, and it's just not going anywhere. And I've heard people say, man, I've really been working on trying to manifest a job or to manifest. What it is the one I heard was someone say, I was really trying to manifest getting some finances coming in. I needed some money. And, a guy said, well, I came up and offered you to come over and, do some yard work for me. And I would have met the bills that you needed paid if you'd done a little work. Oh no, I'm working on manifesting that money. I'm not going to come over and do that. I'll manifest this money. What? Universe just showed up with that money, and you're like, no, I got to manifest it. Universe just manifested it for you in the means of a job that you can go do, that you can make the money. Doesn't mean it's just going to drop right in your hands. The universe will give you ways. They will give you avenues. They will give you opportunities, but you have to be willing to take them. And you can't look at them and go, well, I really don't want to do any work. I just want to sit here and manifest things and have shit just show up in my bank account. Sorry, doesn't work that way. Sometimes it does. But the majority of things in life do not work that way whatsoever. Like, no way, shape. I have one last card for you, which is collaborative dreaming, which kind of goes into, hey, you got to work with things. So when the universe comes to you and says, hey, this is your dream, the universe is wanting to collaborate with you on that dream and go, hey, I want that dream for you too. That's a cool dream. Let's see what this looks like. Come on, let's do this one. We got this. Come on, man. We got this. So collaborate with that dream, with your higher self, with the universe. You might do some collaborations with others. Who knows? But the first person you got to collaborate with is yourself, your higher self, and work on getting those things that you need done, taken care of for you. Happy birthday, one. If you got any questions about your reading, bro, ask me. If anybody else would like a reading, I'm doing readings tonight. Here, let me pop the information up here in the chat. You are welcome. You're welcome, man. I'm glad you like that. Happy birthday, man. From one Leo to another. Enjoy. Anybody else like a reading? I'm doing mini readings for $10, full readings for $20. Like I said, it's my birthday week, so I'm going to take any money I make tonight and put it towards doing something for my birthday. Heck yeah! So far, I've only done readings for Leos tonight. Maybe it's a Leos only night. Go change the name of the podcast or the stream tonight. Leos only. It's like OnlyFans, but for, really cool people that just sit around and, does cool shit. Leos only. I do have to say, when you put a group of Leos together, it can get really, really, really fun. Yay! So one's birthday is today, Jolene's is a week from today, and mine is Thursday. So we got this covered. Leo's got this on lockdown right now. You're a Virgo? So when's your birthday? I have a friend who her birthday is the very first day of Virgo. August 25th. Yeah, hers is the 23rd, so she falls right on that day. Oops. That was the top of my desk. It is not attached to the rest of my desk. I can move it. this, mom and dad bought me this desk at like a yard sale, and the top was never attached. There's like little places to put screws in, but they're like really tiny little screws all around. But there's no screws to put in anywhere. Dylan? Is that Dylan that you're saying is the 23rd? Yeah, my friend Tennille that I went to school with. And it's funny, Tennille's a year older than me, and I always called her kid. Because in school, we was part of this group that we done a play where she actually played my child, like she played my kid in the play. I was supposed to be like an older adult, and she was supposed to be a teenager. And so, the nickname for her always became Kid. I am a Leo sun, an Aries moon, if I remember right, and an Aquarius rising. I know stuff. I only know stuff because someone read my chart for me. Like most of the time, I have to go back over where my friend done my chart reading and be like, hold on a second. Someone asked me a question. Let me go pull up my chart. Which, funny enough, I am doing right now. Let's see. Where's it at? Here we are. I once again shall share my screen as we're sitting here waiting for someone to say they would like a reading. Julene, I know some people that can do this for you, like easy. Like easy. Hold on. Why is that not showing up? Here, we'll just go this way. What in the okay, there it is. Wow, that only took like 20 minutes. So I was born August 3rd, 1977 at 8:04 p.m. It was a hot summer night. Hi, Nicole. How you doing? Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Joshua McGuire. I am the host of Breaking Reality, and I am doing live Oracle and readings tonight and spiritual Q&A. I had to think of what I was doing for a moment. I'm like, am I doing Oracle? Am I doing Tarot? Am I doing runes? Am I doing Lenormand? There's so much stuff. All the cards. All the cards. And I'm also being tormented by this little sucker. Because he is totally food driven right now. Oh, he had a piece of food in his mouth I didn't even realize. Oh, he was just hanging out next to me. I'm like, what are you doing? He's over here trying to eat, and I'm snagging him up off the ground. He's like, ah! Food in the mouth! Now he went over and laid down. He's like, you're not picking me up. I'm laying down. But okay, so here's my chart. So, Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries, like a lot of this other stuff doesn't make sense to me. Like, I need a breakdown of all this. She was supposed to do a breakdown and ended up didn't. But this is like this part. And I need to get a breakdown. Like, I've had people do like crazy breakdowns. I had a dude that was a guest on the podcast a long time ago who I'm no longer in touch with, done this really weird, like in-depth, crazy chart thing. It was really interesting. But yeah, like if you're into that kind of stuff, I know a few people that do all those kind of readings and stuff. So Jolene, if you want to get all that figured out, hit me up. I'll pass you on to someone who I know is legit and knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing. And just that way you don't get scammed. always try to make sure I make sure that if I'm going to pass someone on to someone else as either a reader or for other spiritual work or something, I vetted this person out. I know this person. I know who they are. I just don't send people to people blindly. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know. If it's not something that's one of my skill sets or my modalities that I work in, I know others, and I have no problem whatsoever. None whatsoever. And going, hey, this isn't my skill set. This is so-and-so's skill set. You need to work with them, not me. And I have no problems with that. And because I don't want someone coming to me going, hey, I want to work with you. I need to do this. I need to learn this, or I'm wanting to get into this, and me just go, oh, okay, well, let me half-ass this and not even give you everything that you need just so I can get some money in my pocket, which I know a lot of people that are like that. A lot of people that are like that. Like, I know some people that do Reiki training, and they have found that some of the people that have went through Reiki courses with others have come to them and been like, oh, I did not know any of this stuff about Reiki, because they weren't shown or taught, because the person who was teaching them was doing just the bare minimum, if that, just to make a buck. Hey, Alana, how are you doing tonight? Welcome. My name's Joshua McGuire. I am the host of Breaking Reality. It is a podcast that deals with metaphysics, spirituality, and mysticism. And I'm here doing live oracle readings tonight, spiritual Q&A. So if you got any spiritual questions, just on different things, feel free to answer or ask. I'll try to answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll look up an answer, or reach out to people that know answers, because I am a researcher. If I do not know something, I like to go researching it. But I am doing oracle readings tonight. If you'd like a mini reading, I'm doing mini readings for $10. I'm doing full readings for $20. Mini readings are 3 cards. Full readings are 7+. Just depending on how many cards come out of the deck when I'm shuffling. But I hope you're having a good night tonight. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want a reading? We got Jolene a reading tonight. We hooked one up with a reading. I remember people doing charts back before we had computers where you could jump onto an app and just punch some stuff in and it pops it all up. Black salts. I know quite a bit about black salts. Black salts are very, very powerful. They're good for protection. They're good for spell work. Are you wanting to know how to make black salts? Because if you do, I was actually thinking about making some black salts before too god-awful long. And if you want to, maybe we can work on making some together. I've got stuff saved back to make them. I need a mortar and pestle. Anyone who wants to get me something for my birthday, a mortar and pestle would be brilliant. What, Tanner? Oh, you want to come up now that you don't have food in your mouth, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that you're not chomping down on stuff, you want to come up and get the lovin's, huh? Yeah. What's your questions on black salts? Feel free to ask away. This is a judgment-free zone. If anyone tries to make judgments here because someone doesn't know something, I will take care of that. Also, you need one too. You need what? Oh, a mortar and pestle? Yeah. I'm one of those people, I'll probably end up eventually having multiple mortar and pestles for different things. Be like, oh, don't use that one. That's the crazy shit goes in that one. What do you do in that one? Oh, that's the one we use for making all the juju. This one is for food. So funny when people... I've done that too. Oh shit, they can't see me. Yep. Nope, they can't see me. Still shaking my head, yes. I've so done that. I used to be on a radio show, and I ended up eventually being the host of it. But I started off as a guest on a radio show called Cannabis Times Magazine, Cannabis Times Radio. And it was done on Blog Talk, and it was when I was out in California. And I remember the guys would be interviewing me. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, yep," shaking my head, and I'm going, "Shit, this is on the phone. People can't see me. This is all audio. People can't see a thing I'm doing." And I really like the video format now. I got a yawn. Yeah. I needed some oxygen, apparently. I've been talking too much, not enough oxygen getting to the brain. Oh. So, Lana, Nicole, you guys said you're new here. So, what brings you in? What's up? How you doing tonight? Look at this crazy little thing, just chilling. Just chilling. Silly boy, dog. Silly boy. Oh, you silly boy, Hunt Tanner. Yeah. But yeah, so if anybody has any questions, kind of curious what they wanted you to add to the black salts, you can message me. So I'm just curious what they want you to add to the black salts. Black salts should be black salts ready to rock. Hey! Yeah, and you can message me on Facebook if you want. You don't have to post that in here. I don't know what they asked you to add and stuff. But if anybody has any questions or would like a reading, I'm doing readings tonight. By all means, please let me know. If you have any questions, we can take a look at what you got to ask. And a lot of times, this isn't the only thing I do. Like, I do podcast episodes where I have guests on. We do interviews. A lot of times, I do readings with a friend of mine. So Tiffany will join me quite a bit. Always have so much fun with Tiff's on. It's a blast. Okay. Yeah, Jolene, that's something some people will do. Yes. Yes. So you just add those ashes into the black salt. Stir it up, mix it around. Good, powerful for protections. But we'll hang out here for a little bit longer. But if no one's got anything to chat about, never heard anyone doing that with black salt, but hey. Okay. But yeah, if anybody's got anything they want to chat about, any questions, anybody like a reading, hit me up, let me know. Dream catchers. What do you want to know about dream catchers? On dream catchers, I would say Pam. Pam is with Modern Mystic and Mystic Witch. She's one of the admins. Let me see if Pam's around. A lot of times she's in bed at this hour because it's a little late. Let's see if Pam's around. I can send you the information to my friend Pam if you want to get one though, Abigail. I'm not 100% sure Pam makes them. I think she does. If not, I know there's someone in the circle that makes them. I just got to remember who it is. I know some other people make them. I'm pretty sure Pam makes them though. And Pam's stuff is beautiful. I'm going to be getting a rattle from her really soon. I can't wait. I'm stoked. I like Pam stuff. Simple, beautiful. Some of it's really, really like advanced and more elegant, but some of it's just really simple and it's simplicity and it's beauty. A lot of times she uses items that she goes out and finds in nature or reclaims. Tries to reuse and upscale stuff, taking things, repurpose things, but makes some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Sorry, I'm sending a message out to Pam. That way she can let me know. And so when Pam does get back to me, Abigail, I'll message you and let you know. And thanks for listening, Ken. I appreciate it. Ooh, I just got hungry all of a sudden. Makes sense. I haven't eaten since like 11 o'clock this morning or something like that. I haven't eaten in over 12 hours, so makes sense why I'm hungry. I got some stuff out in the fridge to fix. Got some soups, got some yogurts, got some other stuff I can make. We'll make some food tonight. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just here to hang out. Like, I mean, if you guys just want to chit chat about some stuff and like throw out some questions and stuff, let's go. I'm down. You know, otherwise I'll end up popping off of here and going and making food and probably sitting down and either watching a movie or reading or hanging out with the dog or playing a game or something. More than likely, I'll probably end up on 7 Days to Die. Me and my crazy zombie video games that I like to play. Which that's another thing I'm thinking about doing. I originally got my streaming, cut my streaming teeth on Twitch as a streaming video games and just doing my streaming channel over there. And I think I'm really, really, really like thinking about going back to it. I've talked to one of my friends about doing it, and I think I'm going to go back and just do some streaming over there. But I'm not going to go at it where I was before, where I was like trying to make money at it and do it as a business and everything else. I'm just going to go at it for fun. What, T? Here. So that way people can see your pretty face. See, look. Hi. Look at that pretty face. Look at that pretty face. Yeah, hi, TT. Oh, I do it too. This background music, like all the other background musics are like lame. This one, I need. So I need to get a filter for the light in this room. That's one of the things I need. So, you know, if anyone's interested in that, that's $30 to get that. Yeah. There's a bunch of things I'm going to end up getting over the next few months. So I'm going to get filters for the lights, and I'm going to be doing some other things. I need to do some upgrades on the computer. See, like that. I can just block that light out like that. Man, that really changes the... Yeah, see that? That really changes the quality of it. Just blocking that light coming into that camera. Look at that. That's bad lighting. This room's got shit lighting. I got to figure out lighting so much more in this room. And one of the other things I'm going to be doing is I need to get a new pair of glasses. So I want to get some anti-glare glasses so y'all can actually see my eyes and not the screen reflections. Here, Tanner, you need help getting in here? Is that what you need? No? My goofy dog. Come on, Kiki. Lay down. Nope. Apparently he doesn't want to lay down. But yeah. Anybody got any more questions? Because if not, I'm going to hop off here in a couple minutes. Then I'll be around on Facebook if people want to hit me up. I'll be around for the night. I'm not going to go do anything, but hang out and chill. Yes, he is my goofy dog. He is my very goofy dog. He's being extra goofy tonight. But yeah. So, anybody got any more questions? Anything? There's been okay. So, story about my dog. My dog likes to use my shirts as blankets. So, like, I'll literally be sitting here in the office during the day, hanging out, working on my computer, doing my thing. Tanner will come up and start pulling at my leg, sitting there like this, pulling at my leg, pulling at my leg, pulling at my leg, pulling at my leg. And I look down, and he just stops and looks at me. Wants me to take off my shirt and give him my shirt. Dog literally wants the shirt off of my back. So he can crawl up in it and sleep. He wants the shirt that has my scent and my smell on it so he can lay down and sleep in it. So I literally now keep like 3 different shirts in my office, and I rotate through shirts throughout the day. So as he comes in and begs for one, I take one shirt off and give to him. So like, if you ever hit me up like multiple times on a day and like get me on video or pictures and I'm wearing a different shirt like multiple times throughout the day, that's why. It's my dog stealing my shirts, taking them right off my back. But I tell you what, I give the shirt off my back to that little dog any day, every day. I just have to go get another one because sometimes it's chilly in my office because I like to keep it cold. But that story being told, going once. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to read? Going twice. Questions, readings, questions, readings. And at that, yeah, I mean, I've been on here like an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to hop off here and I'm going to go fix some food and hang out with Tanner. And if any of y'all want to chat, I'll probably be around on Facebook, so hit me up. And I'm just going to go find something else to get into for this evening. Hope y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Blessed be.